None.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, welcome everyone to the Committee on Public Services. Madam Clerk, could you call the roll?
Each member is acknowledging that they are attending the meeting via Zoom and that they are located in Wayne County, Michigan, unless otherwise stated when I call your name. Commissioner Varga,
I am present. I'm zooming in from West Branch, Michigan.
Commissioner Palomera,
Here in Mackinac Island.
Commissioner Kinlock has requested an excuse. Commissioner Haddis has requested an excuse. Commissioner Baydoun.
Here.
Commissioner Dobb has requested an excuse. Chair Marecki.
Here.
You have
Thank you everyone for being here. Next item.
Chairwoman's remarks.
I have none. Next item.
C, approval of the September 14th, 2021 meeting minutes.
So moved.
Okay. Any support?
Support.
Okay, we have an approval of support. Any questions, comments, changes? Okay, all those in favor of the minutes of last meeting, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Next item.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
Okay, next item.
Item 1, under new business, communication from the Department of Public Services forwarding the August 2021 report of all complaint calls made to 1-888 road crew.
Okay. Sure everybody's looked at their areas. Any questions on this?
Move to receive and file.
Support.
All right, we have a receive and file and a support. All those in favor of receiving and filing this, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any abstentions and any nays? Okay, motion passes. Next item.
Item 2, requesting commission approval of a contract with Baker and Associates.
Okay. This is construction engineering services in Van Buren.
I will move for approval.
Okay.
Support.
All right, we have an approval by Commissioner Baydoun, supported by Commissioner Palomera. Any questions on this? Pretty straightforward. Okay, Madam Clerk, could you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Varga,
Yes.
Commissioner Palomera,
Yes.
Commissioner Baydoun,
Yes.
Chair Marecki.
Yes, motion passes. Next item.
Item 3, requesting commission approval of a cooperative agreement with the Detroit Salt Company.
Okay.
Move approval.
Okay.
Support.
All right. Okay, I just have one question. If someone's here from DPS.
Yes, Madam Chair, Derek Coley, Director of
Hi.
Equipment Division.
Thank you for being here. Derek, I think I asked this before, but I can't remember the answer. Do we ever have leftover salt from the year before when we have a slow winter?
Leftover, Madam Chair, in the form of stock that is currently at the yards
Yes.
inside of their domes. Yes,
Yep.
we do. And it is very common for us to actually at the end of a salt or end of a snow and ice season to actually backfill all of those domes so that we will have a head start, or we'll have full stock on hand as much as we can in case we get an early snow the following season.
Okay, so is this a typical yearly purchase?
Yes, this is our
What,
annual, yes, Madam
Okay.
Chair, this is our annual road salt purchase for winter snow and ice.
Okay, all right, thank you. Any questions from commissioners? Okay, Madam Clerk, could you call the roll on this?
Commissioner Varga,
Yes.
Commissioner Palomera,
Everybody,
Yes.
everybody put themselves on mute if you're not a
Yes.
commissioner, please.
Commissioner Baydoun,
Yes.
Chair Marecki.
Yes, motion passes. Next item.
Item 4, requesting commission approval of a cooperative agreement with FH Passion and SN Nielsen and Associates.
Okay, this is for upgrades in the comfort stations in some of the parks. Is anybody from Parks here? Is Bradford, are you here?
Yes, ma'am, Madam Chair, I'm here.
Hi, could you just comment on this?
Right, this is a cooperative agreement with Passion and Nielsen. We're doing a number of improvements to a few of our comfort stations. So to Newburgh Point, Miramum and Colonial Comfort Station, they'll be doing respective tuck work to bricks, HVAC improvements, also some electrical power improvements. We're just upgrading them, doing some necessary repairs to sustain the infrastructure of those comfort stations. So this is the first of 3 that we will have addressed in our plan to upgrade our comfort stations.
First of three groups?
That's correct. These are we've already started some improvements of comfort stations plan that have been going on annually prior to me getting here, but that we touch annually. But these 3 are in need of some additional repairs because of the brick that they have. So definitely tuck work and other renovations that are needed to upgrade some of the petitions, some of the amenities within the comfort station. So this all plan of the cycle that we're doing upgrades for those comfort stations.
Okay, this Colonial Park, is that in Hines Park?
No, Colonial Park is in Inkster.
Okay, it's part of their city park or?
No, it's Colonial Park is a Wayne County park. It just resides in the city of Inkster.
Oh, I see. It's called Colonial Park too. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, thank you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for the explanation.
Madam Chair, I will move for
Yes.
approval.
Okay,
Support.
okay. It's not a tight room.
Support.
Yep, got it. It's not a tight area for four commissioners. Okay, so we have an approval by Commissioner Baydoun, supported by Commissioner Varga. Any questions? Madam Clerk, could you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Varga,
Yes.
Commissioner Palomera,
Yes.
Commissioner Baydoun,
Yes.
Chair Mareki.
Yes, motion passes. Next item.
Item 5, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to a 3-year contract with Tetra Tech of Michigan.
Okay, is someone here from the administration on this? I'm sure the commissioners are interested in this item.
This is
And I-
Assistant Division Director Rivers here. I also have on the line our Bridges Department Manager in case you have any questions.
Okay, can you tell us about this? This is for 11 pump stations that are not included in the original contract, is that right?
That's correct. What we did is we had a plan that was put together by Assistant Division Director Shea, myself, and our team. And we analyzed all of the pump stations, which there are 41 of them. And within that plan, we determined by order of which were more critical in need of repair, the succession in which we would upgrade our pumps stations. We initially had slated to do in 2020 our 3 most critical pump stations, and because of the pandemic, we were not able to do so. That's what the original contract was for. Since that time, and because of all of the rain and flooding issues that we have, we've tried to up our game, add on an additional 11 pump stations that we've identified should be the next in line to be addressed, and amend the contract to add them to it so that we can expedite our plan.
Okay, so it's 14 total then with this amending of the contract. At this point, there'd be 14.
That's correct.
Okay, I was a little confused because I thought, well, some of the stuff I was reading, I was a little bit confused, but that makes sense. Okay, commissioners, do you have any questions on this?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Madam Chair, thank you. So the original 3, I believe Dearborn is included, the pump station on Greenfield near Michigan Avenue, correct?
That's correct.
So in addition to the first three, those 11, are they gonna be installed or changed at the same time? Or is there like a time schedule or interval between each project?
There is a time schedule and intervals in between, but that timeline still will, with a goal of having them all completed within that year. So we have a plan that has identified the number of pump stations that we're trying to complete each year of the plan.
My understanding that the pump station in Dearborn, the project was gonna start at the end of this year. Am I correct?
That is our plan, yes.
Okay.
Our first three most critical pump stations, after we complete the design stage, the first three most critical, which the one in Dearborn is one of them, they will start construction.
Now, the one in Dearborn, from my understanding, the way it is right now, it's designed to only take or pump out like 1.8 inches of water within, I don't know how they do the calculation per hour, I think. So these 14 pumps that are being proposed to be replaced, are they all gonna be designed in a similar fashion, pumping out the same amount of rain, or each location differs from another?
What happened during the design stage, an evaluation was made on each individual pump because the needs will be different. An analysis was made as it relates to what is needed on each pump. But the goal for every pump is to make its capacity to pump greater, to make it more technologically upgraded, and to upgrade the pump station overall, and to repair any technical, structural, or mechanical defects within each of those pump stations.
And my understanding is that these pumps will have built-in generators just in case the power goes out. They will not stop working, correct?
That's correct.
And on the average, what's the cost per pump, would you say? I know it depends and it differs from one location to another, but on the average, what are we looking at each, like the one in Dearborn, what are we looking at approximately for the cost?
Let me pull that up and be more accurate. Each pump station's upgrading varies in price anywhere from 1.7 million to $5 million.
For each?
Yes, depending
Wow.
on the need. It's an expensive endeavor, but we plan on getting it done.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we need to, we gotta do our part, the county, in terms of, did any of those pumps fail along the 94? That's not ours, that was the state, right? The ones that.
That was MDOT. Wayne County has 41 pump stations, but we also assist MDOT with 117 more pump stations. Our pumps did not fail as it relates to anything that was operational. There were some pumps down due to the fact that DTE had power outages.
Yeah.
But we brought them back up immediately with our generators.
Yeah, we'll be anxiously waiting for the new pump on Greenfield and Michigan Avenue. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we don't have any responsibility for upgrading the MDOT pumps in. It's just our 41 then?
We assist them in terms of maintaining them.
Okay. But as far as if they have to upgrade them, they have to do that.
That's correct.
So are you saying then, if I heard you correctly, that these 14 pumps you think will be upgraded in the next year? The 14? Did you say that, or did I?
That's our goal. More realistically, it may be 2 years, but our goal is trying to get them up and running within the next year.
Okay, great. Okay, so within a few years, they should be upgraded, all of them. 3 or 4 years. Okay, any other questions from commissioners or comments? Okay, thanks, Ms. Rivers, for answering the questions.
You're more than
And,
welcome.
I will move for approval.
yeah, okay,
Support.
all right, thank you. I just noticed that I didn't have anything. All right, so we have an approval and support. Madam Clerk, could you call the roll?
Commissioner Varga, Commissioner Varga,
Sorry, I was on mute. Yes,
Commissioner Palomera,
Yes.
Commissioner Baidoon,
Yes,
Chair Mareki.
Yes, motion passes. Next item?
Item 6, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to an intergovernmental agreement with the Township of Brownstown.
Okay, this is for park improvements. Village capital improvements.
Move approval.
Okay,
support.
all right, we have an approval by Commissioner Palomera, supported by Commissioner Baidoon. Any questions? Hey, Madam Clerk, could you call the roll?
Commissioner Varga,
yes,
Commissioner Palomera,
Yes.
Commissioner Baidoon,
Yes,
Chair Mareki.
Yes, motion passes. Next item? Oh, yeah, we're still on the agenda. Next item?
Item 7, requesting commission approval of a contract with the Michigan Department of Transportation.
Okay, this is for a traffic signal modernization on McNichols at Hubble with Act 51 money.
I will move for approval.
Okay,
support,
all right, we have an approval and support. Any questions on this? Okay, Madam Clerk, could you call the roll?
Commissioner Varga,
yes,
Commissioner Palomera,
Yes.
Commissioner Baidoon,
Yes,
Chair Mareki.
Yes, motion passes. Next item?
Item 8, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to an intergovernmental agreement with the Township of Redford.
Okay, this is for Handy Park. This has been an ongoing project in Redford.
this is Commissioner Kenizik's district. I will move for approval.
Yep,
Support.
thank you. We have an approval and support. Madam Clerk, could you call the roll on this?
Commissioner Varga,
yes,
Commissioner Palomera,
Yes.
Commissioner Baidoon,
Yes,
Chair Mareki.
Yes. Motion passes. Next item?
Item 9, requesting commission approval of an intergovernmental agreement with the City of Flat Rock.
Okay, this is just a revised resolution. The last time we passed this, the amount was 117,000. It was a mistake. It was supposed to be 17,000. So this is just to revise that resolution.
Move approval.
support.
support,
Oops. Okay, let's just take a voice roll on this. Everybody in favor of revising this resolution, say aye.
Aye.
aye,
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, motion passes. Next item.
Item 10, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to a construction contract with Florence Cement Company.
Okay, in honor of Commissioner Basham, can someone tell me why this is retroactive? From the administration?
Ron Agasinski, I don't believe this should have been retroactive
No?
because their contract expires September 30th, I thought. I'll have to take a look and see about that.
Okay, all right.
Also,
Just-
this is Chris Alberg. Sorry to interject, Chair Mareki, if I may.
Yes.
Pausianos for the Wayne County Commission. I'm just going to pull up my information here. I'm not sure that it's retroactive either. That's not jogging my memory. So I'm just pulling up my analysis here on my screen.
Okay. Look at the first underneath. I don't have my.
Oh, I apologize. That is an error on my part on my analysis. That should not say retroactive. The department
Okay.
did confirm for me via email. I believe it was Michelle Yancey of DPS Administration. I asked, will the vendor have performed services or receive payment under this amendment number 1 prior to commission approval? And the department did respond no, and that is on my analysis at the bottom under preliminary concern. So that's my mistake, and I will correct
Okay.
that for the full board analysis.
Okay, that would be great because Commissioner Basham will really appreciate that. Okay, so this is an extension of time on this contract then, and it's not
They
active.
call me for everything. So if I can.
No, that's.
I move approval.
Okay, could everybody put themselves on mute that's not a commissioner, please? Okay, we have an approval for this. Support from anyone?
Support.
Okay. All right, any questions on this? All right, Madam Clerk, could you call the roll on this?
Commissioner Varga,
Yes.
Commissioner Palomera,
Yes.
Commissioner Baidoon,
Yes.
Chair Mareki.
Yes, motion passes. Next item?
Item 11, requesting commission approval of retroactive amendment 3 to a 3-year single response contract with a 2-year option to renew with Power Engineers.
Okay. Does someone want to address this for us?
Hi, Madam Chair, Michelle. Oh, I'm sorry.
Feel free, Michelle.
Oh, hi, Jim. Michelle Yancey, Department of Public Services Admin. This contract is just to add a subcontractor with
Okay.
no added money to the contract by the vendor, that one of their personnel that works with them will no longer be with the company who was supposed to do the training for this new system. So they just went to an outside company, the subcontractor, to do that training for us for our new system.
Okay, so this also says retroactive too. Is this,
This contract is not retroactive.
okay? All right.
I believe this contract is, I'm pulling it up now, sorry.
It's just an extension of,
Yes, this contract is till 2023.
okay, with no
September
cost.
30th, 2023.
Okay. Any question? Thanks, Michelle. Any questions from the commissioners? And direction.
I will move for approval.
Okay. We have an approval from Commissioner Baidoon, supported by Commissioner Varga. Madam Clerk, could you call the roll on this?
Commissioner Varga,
Yes.
Commissioner Palomera,
Yes.
Commissioner Baidoon,
Yes.
Chair Mareki.
Yes, motion passes. Next item.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
Okay, I have none. I've heard of none. Next item.
Public comments.
Okay. Do we have anyone from the public? First of all, do we have any emails?
No, we don't have any emails.
Okay. Would you please unmute everyone? Let's see if anyone from the public would like to address us.
The lines have been unmuted.
Okay. Okay, anyone from the public that would like to address the Committee on Public Services, please go ahead and state your name, and you have 2 minutes to address us. Okay, anyone from the public that would like to address the public services?
No addenda?
We did that.
Yeah, we did that.
Thank you.
Anyone from the public? Okay, hearing none and hearing no emails. Next item.
Adjournment.
Okay.
So moved.
Okay, we have an,
Support.
all right, we have a motion to adjourn and support. We are now adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for being here.
Thank you. Have a
See you
good rest of the
next
day. You bet.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I know.
Bye-bye, all. Have a blessed week.